Yo, how we doing, guys? All six of you in here. Evening, Mason, Kev, Richard, Savvy. Welcome. How was your guys' day? It looked like it was an interesting day. Unfortunately, I had emergency vehicle issues to deal with, so I was only at the charts for, well, the morning right after the open, and then later in the afternoon for about a half an hour. What's up, Brad? Yeah, Richard, I saw what happened today, right? I saw the pump, and then I saw the news, the Trump and Elon Musk battle that was going on. Yeah, Brad, you traded bad today, but it was green. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Tesla dropped like a rock. Yeah, Kev, it'll recover. Like, that's all childish drama. Fortunately, we are at that 560 level right now where we can possibly catch a trade off of. So we'll see what happens here in the next 10 minutes or so. And I might be taking an early trade on this stream. Looks like it's going to pump without me, though, unfortunately. This was a pretty good break and retest here of this 540. So I'm honestly thinking that we might come back up in at least to this wick above 600. Where is ES right now? ES is just cracking through 50, 59.50. So I'm thinking at least a test into 600. If I can, I am not opposed to trying the 560 long. But we'll see what happens. I would need to see an immediate rejection in order to not take that right now. But it looks like it might run without me. In fact, we'll see if I can... I know the ES level's like, I want to say 59, 53 is actually the rejection spot. So I'm kind of going to watch this here. Probably an orchestrated show. Yeah, I mean, Brad, think about it. Like, why does Elon wait until now when Trump is telling him to leave to drop all that stuff? You know, like, I don't know. It just seems childish. It just seems like something's not right there to me. But that's all like political hearsay, so I'm not gonna get involved in that. Obviously not on a live stream. Ollie and DJP thought you were, at 10 a.m. Eastern, Kev, I'm assuming. Higher time frame for indexes after today. Mason, I'm not sure, right? The bullish higher time frame trend is still intact. We're still trading above all the major daily moving averages. The 4-hour trend line, I posted a chart in Level Up trading chat that basically showed we're still holding that bottom line on the 4-hour trend. So until that snaps, I'm still going to be leaning towards buy the dip, you know. If we are able to get back below, I'll say, what am I looking at here? Let's see. $21,400. I would say that I'm probably leaning downside then, right? Like, we finally broke the stair step up pattern that we have, but we still haven't broken the overall higher time frame bullish trend. So I'm still kind of in a buy the dip situation. Personally, would I like to see more downside? Yeah, I'd like to see more downside. If something is telling to me, I'm not opposed to hopping on the short side, but to me, news-driven moves like what you saw this afternoon is just some repositioning until proven otherwise. So I don't know. We could range out tomorrow as well. You know, that's a very big possibility. We could hang between that 560 and 800 level, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see how the overnight plays out. DJP thought we would take out previous day low before going back up. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the move that made sense to him. I guess, Savvy, you went out for lunch and came back to the chaos. Yeah, I didn't get back to my desk until, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then a half hour later, I got the call from the auto repair shop that said my vehicle was ready, so I had to run back out, and really didn't get back home until right before the close. All right, we kind of rejected that 53 level on 59.53 on ES. I don't know what I want to see here. Hanging out right at Kelp mid too. Yeah, Kev, I can pretty much assume that if there was a big bullish move in the morning, you were long in some of that. You rarely take a short position. Yep. Been trading with you for a while. I think I can count on a single hand how many times I've seen you in a short position. Yeah, I actually caught the short off the open. I was short from 780. I got like 45 points on that move. Which coincidentally, the auto repairs total was like $936. What's up, DCD? Yeah, guys, the stream last night was great. I'm not gonna lie, it was great. It was great. I had a good time. Even though the markets weren't doing anything, the vibes were high. The vibes were extremely high last night. Let's see if we can replicate that this evening, huh? Hopefully we get a little more action with the news that that happened and the volatility that you guys were able to see today. DCD, I took a look at your journal. Looks like you had a pretty good trading day, huh? Yeah, Savvy. It's moving around pretty good. You're right. It is definitely moving around pretty good. Yeah, DCD, it looked like you were buying the dip. Alright, let's see what happens here. There's definitely a little bit of volatility. I think I'm going to try this, guys, because I said I was going to do it. I'm going to try a long here. And I'm going to target 59.80 and see if we can get this little pop here. There we go. Oh, come on. What is that nonsense? I didn't even have time to get a stop in. I'll let it play out. We'll risk the bottom of this. Kind of need to see ES punch through 59.53. That's what I'm watching over here. There we go. Let's go ahead and make sure we lock something in. That's at 53. And rejecting again. Starting to see volume being put in here at 72 as well. There we go. I'll trail it tight. All right, I'm out. Well, that's $300 quick and easy. Probably could have stayed in, but I wasn't willing to deal with another smack below 59.53 on ES there. So we're up $300 on the session now. Check that. It was a little bit more than $300, guys. It was like $350. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was comfortable. That was quick and easy. Less than one candle print. I will take that all day. Let's see if I'd have got full target here. I mean, it's only another point or two, isn't it? Yeah. I probably could have got full target. I probably could have, no, Tenor, that didn't cover the truck repairs. My trade this morning covered the Jeep repairs today. All right, so there's my full target. During regular trading hours, I would have been targeting 640 up here, but I'm not comfortable holding like that during Globex because you get a lot of weird action during Globex sometimes. Especially with the lower volume being traded, price likes to jump around a lot. But no, $300 didn't cover. The repairs were like $936 total. I had to get a new oil filter housing. I woke up this morning and my Jeep was leaking everywhere. Leaking oil. But looking at the price action from today, I don't know. I probably would have made a ton of money. I mean, there's break and retests all over the place. All right, I'm happy with my exit now, for sure. Happy with the exit at this point. I don't know how you guys feel about taking your car to the repair shop, but man, it's expensive. I know every time that I go, I'm looking at least $1,000, if not more. Unless it's just a simple oil change or tire rotation or something like that. It's ridiculous how much it costs to fix a car. It's looking like we might just pump right to 600 here. Tops of these wicks. I mean, here's mid 80s. Got some blocks sitting above. Nothing real big, though. Like, what do we got? Interest is definitely flipped to the downside as far as volume is concerned. We do have some orders way up here, but it looks like more are stacking in down lower. So, I don't know what to expect. I'm just going to tell people... Yeah, DCD. I mean... It's just a show. It's a sideshow. What's up, Lobber? How are you? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think it's like scripted. Like it almost feels scripted, right? It almost feels scripted. But yeah, I was telling everybody in Level Up before I got in here, I saw everybody was like, hey, the market's going to tank. The market's going to tank. And I'm thinking, and then they were wondering why it wasn't. And I was like thinking to myself, looking at the higher time frames, bullish structure is still intact. If you pull up an hour chart, draw a trend line, we have not broken those higher time frame trend lines yet. Yoji, yeah. Yeah, it does feel that way sometimes, doesn't it? With what goes on. It's like, is this possible? Is this really what the President of the United States is dealing with right now? But then again, he kind of brings it on himself too sometimes. You know? My personal thought is Trump promised Elon things to get his support during the, well, really to get his money during the campaigning for presidency. So he promised him certain things. Well, now that time has come and gone where he needs him, really. Do you see what I'm saying? So he's letting him go. Yeah, Willie. Exactly. It did hold that S3. So did NQ. NQ's bounced right off the S3 pivot at I think it was just above 500, 21,000. I want to say it was 500. I can't remember where it was, but it bounced right off of it, right around in here. Charlie Kirk has a good take on the feud between the two. Yeah, I haven't watched any like political influencers at all recently. I don't really watch a lot of streamers or influencers. I probably should. I probably should watch more just to get ideas for my stream, right? I probably should see what's working and what's not in the YouTube world. Probably be a pretty good idea. Wow, we got almost 30 people in here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. Man, this 540 long would have been great to hold. Granted, I don't know if you would have held through this sell here. Probably would have gotten trailed out because your stop probably would have been at 550 regardless at that point because you're 20 points up. But man, that is a move. So let's see. Where do we get to? 590? Just shy of 590? What's ES doing right now? ES is still hanging out above 59.53. So this is going to be the tell for the rest of the evening right here on ES. This 59.53. As long as we're trading above this level, it's pullback long only. It could turn into a chop fest though here. A lot of indecision, especially after what happened today in the markets. I would say, Kev, you were talking about how far Tesla was down today. I would say now is probably a pretty good time to buy Tesla. If it was really down almost 20%. Oh, yeah, Yoji. I'm right there with you. These kinds of things at that level are kind of planned out, you know? Like, do you think Trump wants to really be buying tops or his companies to be investing in tops of the market? No, they have to generate something to pull the market back because the market was, we are overextended to the top side. We definitely are, right? Like, I would love to see a pullback into these daily moving averages, like get these things to start. I mean, look at this. The daily 200 right now is above the daily 100. Well above the daily 50. The daily 20 is the only thing that's kind of following because of it's the most sensitive to recent price, right? But you kind of want these to come together a little bit, right? Like you want them to kind of come together to confirm an uptrend. This is just crazy. Like, I mean, there has never been anything like that. Bruno, you're looking to short MES? 59.58. I would be probably up a little bit higher for a short entry on ES. Myself, I'd probably be up in here somewhere. You're going to be taking a little bit of heat there, but I would be, if you're looking for a short, yeah, probably that 65 to 68 area. You know, come up here towards the upper band of this Keltner channel for an entry. You can kind of tell that there should be some resistance here, and you'll know relatively quick if you're wrong at that point. What's up, Martin? Appreciate you. Oh, Martin, I get an email every day from EdgeClear. Literally every day. Yeah, Bruno, you want to be executing where you can see like solid support, solid resistance. Because then at least your risk is really defined. Like if you enter at 58, you're risking really like those full 10 points, right? You would rather be executing up here. And if you miss the trade, you miss the trade. It's better than taking the L, in my opinion. But 10 points on ES is quite a bit. I would never risk 10 points on ES, even on micros. Let's see what our good pal Gold is doing this evening. Oh, just kind of zombie grinding up. What's up, Palm? GG's on your trading day as well today. Yeah, guys, if you could hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you're lurking, say hello in the chat. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to support the channel. Yeah, thanks, Palm. Appreciate you. Yeah, it was really limited. My trading was kind of limited today. I just happened to be at the charts at the right time. Nice, Willie. Thanks. Appreciate you. Yeah, there was a lot of opportunity today. That's the first thing Mason said to me when I got home and got on a call with him was, brother, you would have banked today. You would have absolutely banked. Oh, yeah, Rice. The levels, look, guys, it's nothing that I do, right? Like, they are. What's up, Fletch? It's nothing that I personally do. They aren't just like levels that I determine, right? I just have learned how to spot them really well. Just by watching price, right? Over and over and over. Lots of screen time. Lots and lots of screen time. But it's nothing that I do. The market actually determines the levels. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. Oh, wow. We just cracked 40 viewers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. That's really good for my stream. Extremely good for my stream. It means we're making progress here. If you're just tuning in, I'm currently up $350 on the Globex stream. I caught a long from just shy of 560. Took profits at like 75-ish. WE stock booming. I don't know about that. I just hope you guys find value. You know, like, honestly, if I can help you make money that is what's going to be my payment, right? Like that's going to be what I get in return. It's not about becoming some trading influencer or anything like that. It's about helping people be profitable traders, right? That's what it's about. And I still have lots to learn. I am not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I realize my trading plans play out a lot and that you guys probably trust them even sometimes more than I do, but it's about helping others. You know, the trading world is filled with scummy, scammy people, and I just think there needs to be some transparency and honesty and some legitimate help. You know, not somebody trying to always make you a sales pitch. You know, charging you a bunch of money to get into a course. We tried that route. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. In fact, it was a 100% disaster is what it was. That's what it was. It was a train wreck. Good evening, Freddie. Welcome. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. If you're new here, say hello. Palmetto, I plead the fifth. Read any good tweets lately, Fred? Yeah, Freddie. I mean, it's legit. It's legit. DCD. DCD, I didn't catch the game one. Did OKC end up winning? I haven't looked at all. I have no idea if Indiana won or if OKC won game one. Oh, game one is tonight? Oh, okay. Yeah, shows how in tune I am, just Prillin. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I stopped really being in tune with NBA basketball a while ago. I've heard it's getting better now, at least during the playoffs, but to me it's such a watered down product during the regular season anymore. You know, the superstars are taking 25% of the season off. You know, you spend $100 on tickets to go to a game, spend $200 to get after concessions and parking and all that stuff, and you don't even know if you're going to get to watch your favorite player play. It's a watered down product. They need to do something about it. I've heard these playoffs have been good though. I've heard they've actually been physical and like guys are playing hard. Oh, Freddie, like it almost seems scripted, right? It almost seems scripted. Your mid Rocket League game, okay? All right, you do you, DCD. You do you. All right, we have come back into that 560 level. Let's see what ES is doing. 2 accounts. Oh no, optical. That sucks. All right, we're back below 59.53. All right, if we get back below 59.50 on ES, I probably will try the short, but if we're hanging out price is going to have to be below. Really, I would like to see price below 540 to hit the short at this point. We're clearly catching some buyers. You went all in. I'm assuming with Apex Optical. Nope, with Alpha Futures. I don't even know if I've heard of them. It was only $112. I mean, $112 is $112. I never say it's only $112. Although I can't really talk. I dropped $940 today on vehicle repairs, so... the DGen TJR promoted it, and you listened like a good viewer. Did he have an affiliate code that he was pumping? Yeah, okay. I got you. All right. Yeah, I've never heard of Alpha Futures at all. Okay, I'm starting to get interested now. Yeah, let me know. I like all these new ones. I definitely want to hear. If you guys have any props with some of these new or have any accounts with some of these prop firms, let me know how your experiences is with all of them, because like there's so much unknown out there right now. Like I know Lucid is another new one that's coming up. There's a lot of them. I'm seeing ads for the trading desk or the futures desk. I can't remember what the exact name of it, or trade desk. There's Trade Day. They've been around for a little while, but there's something that I haven't heard a whole lot about. I have pretty much stuck with Take Profit Trader, My Fun of Futures, and Top Step myself as far as the prop firm goes. I had Apex accounts for a while, but when all the shady stuff started happening a while back, I bailed. No Apex. No Apex. Just Prelin. Oh, so it's your number one? Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know what their parameters are or what their rules are that they have set up for it. So I have no... Oh, that is a nice feature. They give you a score on each of your trades, so you can kind of tell your performance. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Do they kind of keep it small in the beginning? So like... So like they don't want you making more than a certain amount of money. They want you kind of slow building an account. Yeah, Savvy. That's actually who I heard Futures Desk from, was Albu. Okay, so it's kind of like a build your own scenario, like a build your own account kind of deal. And then you pay whatever fee they. Okay, all right, okay. Now that makes sense. So you can construct the account however you want with the different parameters that you want your account to be, and then they set up like a profit target for each day and a max loss for each day kind of deal. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, let me know how everything goes with them. Like, you really won't know a whole lot till you do payouts. It only becomes issues with props, aside from like intraday trailing drawdown, which is the most ridiculous rule ever. Until you request a payout. We never really know until you request a payout, and then the hoops that you have to jump through. Shoot, Apex just I think one of our members in our Discord just requested a payout from Apex, and they are making him, I want to say, film himself over a 2-day trading period and track all his trading and explain his strategy and do all that. They've done that to a few members in our Discord, actually. Yeah, optical. Yeah, I saw it this morning. When I was writing my pre-market trading plan. He was talking about it. I'm like, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And he's like, why do they go after the small guys? I'm like, well, because they're the ones just. Make sure to include foot picks. Yeah, I don't know. It's happened to a few of our traders in our Discord where they have definitely come out and said, hey, we need you to film yourself over a 2-day trading period, show your trades, talk about your trades, talk about your strategy, film yourself. And they give you requirements for what needs to be filmed. Camera behind you to show you at your desk in front of your charts, overhead shot to show your keyboard and where your hands are and what you're touching, and it's just crazy. Like, how is anybody supposed to trade well doing that, right? Like, not everybody's a streamer. It's hard to stream and trade, first and foremost. Like, it's really hard. Yeah, base is 1,000 drawdown, and the target for the account is 1,750. You can pick if you want to pass 5 days minimum or 12 days max, and the amount of contracts. You pay $99 with their sale, and your profit target is 160 per day, but you do not have to hit it every day. Okay. Yeah, so it's more the slow build. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's nice. You can kind of structure it however you want to structure it. That is nice. That's not bad. Morais took payouts from Apex, but I will never trade with them again. Yeah, I mean, look, guys. If you want to trade with Apex, right? The lure with Apex is, hey, let's copy trade 20 accounts. Let's try and... What's up, Roman? Let's copy trade 20 accounts. Let's try to make, 200,000 over the next month off these 20 accounts because I only need to get 400 on each account a day. That's the lure. But then you also face the uncertainty of whether or not they're actually going to pay you your money. If they're going to find some microscopic rule to peg you on. And then if they can't find some microscopic rule to peg you on, guess what? We're going to force you to film yourself for 2 days, talk about your strategy, you know, basically put you in an uncomfortable position that that you're probably going to fail, because now all of a sudden everything has changed and now you have all this pressure in your trading that isn't normally there, right? At least that's my take on it. Others might feel differently. That's how I feel about it. If you want to trade with Apex, trade with Apex. I choose to not trade with Apex and haven't for a long time. Oh, Roman, nice. Nice. You survived that entry last night? I remember it was not in a good spot. Yeah, Kev, if you think about it, right? Here's the thing. So, take My Fun of Futures for example. Like, say even Apex is running their 90% sale. Okay, so you're paying $16 or $17 or whatever it is for the account evaluation. And then when you pass the account, now you have the activation fee, which is what? I believe $85. So you're still looking at $100. But Kev, My Fun of Futures, for their starter account, that very same setup that Apex has is it's $97, and if you have an affiliate code from somebody, it's $92. So, and you don't have intraday trailing drawdown, and there's no activation fee. Like, they're not the best value out there anymore. They just aren't. So you ended the Asia down minus 895, Roman. Then you woke up at 5 a.m. and grabbed a play and went plus 750. Nice. Nice. Gotta love when you can just wake up and make it all back real quick. You got some making up to do tomorrow for sure, Pegs. Pegs, I take it didn't go well today, huh? I remember I talked to you earlier today. I don't know if you continue to trade or if you actually stuck to it and shut it down. Hey, thanks for the sub. Oh, Roman, like, here's the thing. What's up, Chris? It's just the psychology behind it. Like, your trading shouldn't be any different. It shouldn't be that much harder to make that last $200. And I think I can speak for most of us and say that we've all been there, right? $200 is not hard. What I would do, honestly, Roman, is I would scale it back from what you normally trade, half the size, so that there's not as much pressure on that first trade, right? Like, say you normally risk $400, only risk $200. Yeah, I would say size down is the key. Minus 1,000 on the MFF, plus 680 on Apex. Yeah, I don't know, Pegs. That 635 level got you again. Let me see what happened there. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty volatile coming through there. I don't know. Generally, when it's this volatile, I'm not going to lie to you, Pegs, I stay away from this kind of stuff. Or I try to. Sometimes I get baited by the market. But I try to stay away from when it's, you know, when you're having 80.5 minute candles. That's not ideal. And you're getting multiple of them through that level. What's up, Brian? Brian, Chill Brian went away today? Oh, no, Brian. How many trades? All right, how many trades, Brian? I mean, yeah, that's really high volatility, right? Like, chances are, if you weren't short from, say, 780 up here on this break and retest, right, getting involved in here was just probably a no-go. Like, even this wick and reclaim long, yeah, it was good for 75 points. That's going to be very hard to catch because it's going to be really volatile through there. Okay, all right, Brian. Chris, you had your finger over the short, that last flat top high on ES and didn't pull the trigger. Oh, nice. You stayed out of it? Yeah. Yeah, you have to realize, like, that's part of FOMO, right? You know what move is happening and then it starts happening, but it's so volatile. That if you do hop on, the whipbacks might be a lot, 30, 40 points sometimes, and that's just not, you can't, I don't ever want to stomach that kind of volatility, especially if I'm late on the entry. Like, the levels still play. Even in high volatility, your levels are still playing. It's just the extensions at that point, these wicks, are a lot bigger than what you're normally used to. Yeah, Pegs, that's when you know you don't need to be, like, you don't need to be in it. Like, don't go chasing those. I had to learn that lesson too. It's very hard to do. Very hard to do because all you see is dollar signs disappearing, right? I get it. I get it. You trade the personal account so the wife would kill you if you blew up. Yeah. Probably scared your wife yelling at the computer. Yeah. Yeah. We've all been there. We have all been there. There is. Oh, man. I don't know why we laugh. Like, we laugh when we see other traders get all emotional and angry and everything, you know, but we've all been there. We definitely wouldn't want anybody laughing at us when that's happening to us. But we laugh when everybody else does it. Man, I could have taken that 560 long again, huh? Taking the same trade. Pegs, I've been there. Like, when you're just not in tune with the market that day and you're just missing out, like you're a half second late on your decision making, and when it's volatile like that half a second is the difference between 20 points. That's why we stay away from the market in button, right? In high volatility, you do not want to be hitting the market button. Spreads become wide. Your fills become terrible. Does my 5-minute chart take a long time? No, Palm. My load times are good. My load times are pretty quick. Here, I'll give you an example. We'll refresh. Or I can reload history if you'd like, if that would make it easier on you. If you want to see how quickly my things load. Nice, Pegs. When Brian comes back, he can tell you about his mouse and keyboard. He's got some mouse and keyboard stories. In fact, Goose's Discord for a while was named Brian's Mouse, and it was a picture of his destroyed mouse. Yeah, Paul, my internet's good. Like, I have 64 gigs of RAM as well, so, like, it's Here's the full reload. That's a full reload on a 5-minute 1 year back. Yeah, my speeds are great. That's why I was confused last night when you guys were like, the stream's lagging. I'm thinking, what are we talking about here? Everything's picking up. Had me concerned. I remember when we started streaming, though, I was working off that laptop that you see right back there. That's what everything was connected to, and we were having some serious issues. Yeah, Chris, like so the way around that is if you want to market in, just join the bid or the ask. Like it won't fill you right away. You'll need what's my bias for this session, Anish? I don't really have one, right? Like we're trading at a key level right now on both the ES and NQ. I just like I would like to see more downside, but I have a feeling that we need to retrace and rebalance probably up into this central pivot overnight. So I'm thinking more upside tech right now, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I wasn't around the PC much today, so I really couldn't see where sellers were positioning themselves. Your wife has won more playing poker today than you did trading. Oh no, Pegs. But the key level for me is going to be this probably 59.53 to 59.50 on ES. That's a level for me there, and a pretty big one. Here, I'll pull my hour chart over for ES so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. No, I don't want to drop it in there. Let's do this. Okay. All right, so at the 59.50 to 59.53 area, you've got a lot of tests. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll include all this, but this is 5 and 6, 7 on the higher time frame, 8. So this is kind of going to be your level that you're like looking at. For either continued bullish action for the move back up to go back up and test that 6K, or the drop back down into that range that we were in for 2 weeks, kind of. You know? That's going to be your tell. So we kind of need to see what happens away from that area. Oh, my Epic Pen is writing all over the place. I forgot to go back to the cursor. Here we go. I need to get better with that Epic Pen. My art skills are terrible. Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Like, I kind of want to see a little more upside. I would like to see probably the 640 to 660 area get traded one more time before I would have real faith in continued downside. So I don't know. We could just be range bound on the overnight. And then tomorrow, I would like to see a pump on the open and resistance come in at either this level or that 800 level. And then a heavy sell off that level is what I would love to see. Is that going to happen? I don't know. We'll see how the overnight plays out. I wasn't able to watch the DOM much today, so I couldn't see what kind of size was being put in. You're back and you typed the story up since it's a long one. Oh no, Brian. What happened? What had happened was, if this is over 100 trades today, Brian, I swear. Okay. Okay, you were copy trading the YM. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh no, this is not a good start to the story. You had to manually flatten, and only the primary account did it, so I had to find each account manually flatten them. Oh no. When it was all done, I was down 3,500 and I broke another mouse. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. No chill, Brian. Final stats on the day: 13,665 in P&L swing, 123 trades, up 10K. Hey, all right. I mean, the most stressful 10K you've ever made, probably too. 123 trades, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The real hero of the day is the backup mouse. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. No, a heck of a recovery, especially when you're tilted like that. To be able to come back. That's my... Oh, Chris, me too. Me too. 123 trades. Are you kidding me? I mean, that might be a month for me. Maybe a month, you know? A 123 trades in one session, guys. In one session. Like Goose said, that's a level of locked in that I don't have the stamina for. I just don't have the stamina for that. That's exhausting. Yeah, I'll go check out Goose's Discord here in a bit. That's exhausting though. That's crazy. I mean, GG's on the day, right? Like, great profits. But man, man, 123 trades. Yeah, I don't know how you hyper focus on the 1 minute like that, Brian. Like, it's exhausting for me. Like, I can't. Okay, what are we doing here at this 560 at this level with ES as well? Are we trying to fight back above 53? Oh, I can imagine. Well, I mean, you broke your mouse because of it. I get it. 4 hours sleep. Yeah, bro, that becomes standard for you and I. I feel like I only get 5 to 6 hours of sleep every single night. somewhere around there. I'm jealous of the people like that can get 10 hours no problem. I'm jealous. I wish my brain would let me do that. I wish my body would let me do that, but it doesn't do that anymore. In Discord, Chris? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Brian, that is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. I don't know how you do it. I 123 trades is just mind-blowing. Oh, you're talking about the other Chris? You're talking about Betty White Chris? Brian, that's who you were talking to last night? Yeah, I'm like I said, he's the best trader I've ever seen. I don't know how he does it, but he is. I've said it 100 times. He's the best trader I've seen. Oh, yeah, Brian, it's inevitable, right? Like, so you get through the evaluations, no problem on the funded accounts, right? But inevitably, that very first trade that you're going to take on that funded account is going to be a loser. It's just going to be. You might as well as just place that trade, get it over with, cut it for the loss, for the $60 loss, and be done with it so that you can toss it out of the window. But for everybody, it seems like that first trade on that funded account, for whatever reason, is a loss. I don't know how. I don't know how it always lines up, but it is. Chat, let me know. Am I right on saying that first trade on that funded account is inevitably a loss? Oh, it's true. It's true. I don't know why it is that way. Even for me, if I have a fresh funded account, that first trade is inevitably a loss. It's almost like you should just mark it in, quickly flatten, and take the $60 loss and then reset. Like reset your mind. Okay, the loss is out of the way. Let's move on. You've been on Motivate using. So Brian, here's the thing. Like your fills on Sim are going to be entirely different than your fills on live or on your personal account. They just are. You're going to get the instant fills. So where you might be used to a little, getting in at closest price or closest available price on your personal account, your sim accounts or funded accounts are going to be insta fills. So if you're a marketing guy, they're just going to fill you at the closest available price. So you might be catching some slippage, especially if you're if it's highly volatile. You might be catching 8 to 10 points of slippage. On NQ, and I know you were probably trading NQ after you were tilted, right? You were probably trading NQ after you got tilted with YM. Slamming that market button. Yeah, Roman. So your fills on Sim are different, right? Like they're always going to fill you at closest available price on a market order. So like a live account, you won't get filled until it's the price you want, right? On a personal account, on a live account. But in the sim and those funded accounts, like in evaluation and funded accounts, they're going to fill you at closest available price. So if that closest available counterparty is 8 points away, they're going to fill you 8 points away. So you catch crazy slippage sometimes when it's highly volatile because the books are thin, right? Price has to travel really quick through an area to get that next order. But yeah. Yeah, the fills are sometimes really, really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, Roman, they just fill you at the closest available price. You'll always get the fill, right? It just might not be the fill that you want. All of a sudden you look up, you just got into a trade and you're down $200 and you're like, wait, what happened here? What happened here? So here's the way around it, Roman. If you join the bid or the ask, its price is going to have to trade the price that you join. So while it, like, if you're in one of those highly volatile situations, it's going to just leave an order behind wherever you click the join bid or join ask button. And until price comes back and retrades that level, you aren't in the position. Sometimes you miss out, like if the market's really screaming up and you're trying to market in and catch a little momentum play, sometimes it might leave your order behind. But at least you're not catching the major slippage. It's the price that you want to get in at that point in time. You just it might leave you behind in that half second that it takes to click that button. But yes, the way around that is to join the bid or join the ask. You just don't. You want to stay away from the market buy and market sell button when it's highly volatile. Man, the market's just kind of died and are going sideways again here, guys. Absolutely. Can stay away from that. Yeah, the way around that is, like, if you want to hit market orders, just hit the bid or the ask. It'll place an order where price is at that moment that you click it or you go to click it. So price might jump in that moment that it's placing the order and you might not get it filled, but at least that price will have to be traded in order for you to be in the position. And not just fill you at the closest available counter trade, you know? Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. My mic just shocked me. Let me know if sound like I'm on helium or something. My mic does that when it shocks me. I don't know why. That's what I thought. I'm sure it's hilarious. It shocked me. Like, I went to go hit the unmute button and it shocked me. Is it normal now? All right. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. I could tell because like the lights on my keyboard like flickered when it shocked me as well. It's like it sends a surge through the PC and it just goes. Yeah, just Prillin. Yes. Like as long as we're holding this area, right? Like if ES is hanging out above, I'm going to say 950, right? And you don't get a violent move away from 950 or a heavy sell off that area, the logical place for it to catch those sellers is the next level up, right? So in this case on NQ, it's going to be 640, probably central pivot even up here in the 670s, kind of rebalance. It's very, very rare where we don't have at least one move that rebalances in each like trading day. Very, very rare. Like you can even see there's interest up here. So yeah, I do kind of think this is the move eventually overnight, maybe during London. I don't know if we get it tonight. But this would be the retest, right? Like this area right here would be the retest for the short. It's just a rebalance of the books, Brad. So like price always likes to trade at the mean, right? Like when there's an agreement between buyers and sellers about yes, this is a valid price until one of them wins out. Like that's the way we look at it. It's simple like auction theory, you know. At some point, there's usually going to be a reversion, a mean reversion, so to speak, right? That's why people use that as a strategy. They're looking for the extensions to either the buy or the sell side. Well, really, the Glizzy Clipper's designed to peg those, right? Like this indicator, Goose's indicator, is completely designed to peg those things. Let's see. Did it print today at all? I don't know if it did. No, it was outside. The Kelt channel was too far extended. But let me find an example here, and I'll be able to show you. So this blue line that you see is the 200 period moving average on the 1 minute chart. On the higher time frames, it'll obviously be a little more deviated. If I was to go out to the hour chart and throw this indicator on the hourly, we might have even had hourly glizzies. I don't know. I wasn't around today, but price will always want to revert back to this mean if it gets too far overextended, right? And it happens over and over and over again. Price is too far extended, too far away from the moving average, revert back to the mean. And this is on a really low time frame, so this is kind of like a micro scale of what's really happening. But it's the same philosophy, right? Price is overextended to the sell side after a heavy sell, revert back to the mean. But it just likes to do it over and over and over. So that's what I mean when I say rebalance. Does that make sense? Yeah, Chris. Like these are all based on what he's been trading for a while now. I want to say almost, I don't know, 9 years, 10 years, and very, very profitable, very good trader in his own right. I'm not this kind of trader. I'm trying to get on at the beginning of trends or catch highs and lows of days and trying to ride those out. Whereas he's trying to catch that one move where price is way overextended and just catch that move back into the moving average, right? The 200 period. Whereas I'm trying to catch like this. But there's a lot of money to be made in this as well. And if you get good at it, why not trade it? I'm just not that good at it. Let's face it. You know, I don't know what to look for yet because I haven't traded that strategy. I'm not a mean reversion guy. I guess I'm kind of, I don't, I don't like the word counter trend. I like trying to find the beginning of the trend kind of trader. But I know where I should be executing, right? Like I should always be executing at support or major support and resistance. I've learned how to spot the intraday moves, you know, the intraday levels, and these are kind of where I try to pick up my reads. You know, break and retest, wick and reclaims. You know, break, retest, long. Next target would be up here. As long as price does not get back below 540, price will more than likely travel up to 640. Yeah, Chris, I'm not perfect. I'm kind of hesitant myself. You know, sometimes I don't trust. If I trusted my reads a little bit more than what I do, I would make a lot more money than what I do, but I make enough. I make enough to live and live comfortably. So I always say it's better to miss a trade than to take a big loss, right? Full port 50-50. Best way. Yeah, the adrenaline junkies come out of us sometimes, don't they? It's a coin flip, sure. Let's just click a button. That's funny. All in on black. I'm not going to lie. When I go to the casino, that's the first thing I do is go to the roulette table. Not put everything that I have, but I definitely try to double like half of what I've got at the roulette table on red or black. It can't hit black that many times. I've seen runs of like 14, 15 straight 14, 15 straight like reds or blacks, you know? That's why the martingale strategy doesn't work. Because man, unless you have unlimited bankroll, but I think they limit you on that. Like you can't just martingale your way to wins. Eventually, you're risking like $5,000 to make $100. Yeah, they know what they're doing. I mean, Brad, it's the casino. They're in it to make money. That's what they're in it for. That's what I mean, it's what they're in it for. You know? Well, I mean, put it this way, if they weren't winning, they wouldn't be around, right? Like they wouldn't be around at all. Yeah, I was looking at gold too. It's what's up, Phoenix? Good morning. You're in PA, so DraftKings Casino killed your wallet for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, gold's in the middle of nowhere. Let's see, what do we got here? We got a little resistance where we're at right now. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's kind of a tradable level that we're at right now on gold. But it's feeling pretty slow, grindy up, back up into 3,400 is what I'd say. Later, Phoenix. Enjoy your weekend. I probably won't talk to you till next week sometime. I mean, yeah, it's not moving. Nothing's really moving. It kind of just is sleepy. Markets are kind of taking a breath for a minute, which is great. Like, that's what you need to happen. Unfortunately, it just doesn't give us much opportunity. Musk got me too. No, Phoenix, there's just not going to be a stream tomorrow. There's no stream tomorrow. And I'm going out of town for the weekend, so I won't be back. I'm hoping to be back in time for Sunday evening Globex, but I'm not 100% certain that that'll happen yet. See if Bitcoin holds 100K. Yeah, I guess it could. I don't know. I don't trade Bitcoin like that. Yeah, Pegs, I plan on it. Gonna take some time away from the charts, mentally reset. You know, I had a good month of May trading, a really good month of May. I've had a good little stretch. The hot streaks can't last forever. I know inevitably there is that red day coming somewhere, so I need to be able to realize when I'm not seeing it as clearly as I have been recently. Because I know if you guys have, I know if you look at my trading plans each morning over the last month, you know, I've been seeing it pretty clearly. It's pretty evident by the pre-market trading plans, but it's not always that easy, right? Like it doesn't always play nice. I wish it was. That would be great. Are you kidding me? Then again, if trading was that easy, everybody would be making a killing. Prop firms wouldn't exist. Let's see, where are these moving averages right now? Okay, so the daily 20's at like 21,275, 300, somewhere around there. If you guys are thinking downside tomorrow, this is not a bad target for the downside move tomorrow. So you're looking at, you know, a 300-point drop from current price almost right now. That wouldn't be a bad downside target if you're thinking that it is short. However, we are trading above all these wicks here. on the daily, or right at some of them right now. I would kind of want to see this wick right here on the daily at 640 get tested before I would want to look for that short. And if we get back above 640, I mean, we're probably heading right back here into 800. But that's probably going to be my read for tomorrow. Obviously, we'll have to see how London session plays out. And the overnight trades. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning. I won't take the short, however, until we're back below this 540 area. Because otherwise, we could go right back into zombie grind into 800. I guess sellers haven't stepped in violently yet. Could go right back into zombie grind into 800. Yeah, Pegs. I'm not gonna lie. The best moves have been happening during London session lately. They really have been. In fact, I need to actually get a hold of Goose and see if he wants to do a London session stream with me one of these days. I haven't talked to him actually in probably over a week, but I should probably reach out to him here and see what he's up to. See if we can get a collab going. Brian, we also have to get you back on too. You and Chris at some point. I had Palmetto and Dave on 2 nights ago. You'd be there, Pegs. So I'm not gonna lie. The London's gonna be rough on me, right? Like that's gonna be a rough wake up and try to get the mental right to start trading at 3 o'clock in the morning my time. Brian, I guess you would technically still be up because it'd be what, like midnight your time. You could definitely still probably pull it off. You know, pull off a 2-3 hour stream during London session. But man, that's gonna be rough on me. That's gonna be rough on me. I would definitely have to probably. There would be lots of coffee. Lots of coffee. You watched London for an hour last night, Brian? Oh man. I mean, it's not too bad for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not up at midnight even my time usually. But it's like 3 a.m. my time. That's good. That's gonna be brutal. And then to get on and try to be somewhat entertaining and engaged and everything. Oh man. And try to concentrate on the charts. That's a lot. That's a lot going on. Pablo, gold is right here. There's just nothing to do. There's nothing for me to do. Where price is trading currently. I don't know. I don't typically trade gold though, Pablo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't do. I've maybe placed 3 gold trades. 4-hour rejection. Let's take a look. I'll give you my quick rundown about what I'm seeing. We'll just go out of here. So Pablo, I know. I know that it's highly levered. I would want to see at least 3,400 get traded before I would probably even consider getting in a short side trade here if you're thinking about rejection. At a minimum, this 95 area, 96 area, at a bare minimum for a short entry. But man, with the sell-off and the U.S. indexes today, I'm thinking gold could continue to grind higher. Pablo, don't, I'm not. You don't always want to be taking my reads on, especially on something that I don't know. But technical analysis wise, like being able to spot support and resistance and key levels, I can do on almost any chart. I would hope by now, so it's okay. But yeah, I would wait for another push higher. That would be just me. But yeah, I don't look at gold a whole lot. I'm more US indexes, NQ, ES, YM. I tried trading RTY, but man, that's a I don't like the RTY. I don't like the Russell. I just wish we had a little more action. I caught a trade earlier, but price just kind of died and started ranging a little bit in like a 10-point range, 20-point range. Yeah, Pablo, that's what everybody keeps telling me, that I need to be trading gold, right? Everybody keeps saying I need to trade gold. I'll get a look. What I need to do is sit down on those higher time frames and actually draw out levels on it like I do have on NQ and figure out exactly where I want to be executing before I get too involved. I'm just not comfortable trading it on a daily basis yet because I haven't looked at it a whole lot. I don't know how it likes to move. But I tell you what, I've had so many requests for it that I will do some charting here soon and draw the levels on there and try to trade it on the overnight, because it does move, right? Like sometimes when these US indexes aren't moving during Globex, gold is flying around, which is nice. So who knows? Maybe I might trade it really well. I might fall in love with it. I never know, but I just haven't. I haven't traded it enough or watched it enough. I'm still kind of new to trading. Like I've been trading like a little over 3.5, like right around 3.5 years. That's the total time I've been trading. Like actively trading. So I'm still kind of new to this whole thing. I'm still expanding. Let's put it that way. Still learning a lot. Allie, what made me get into trading? I realized that I could make more doing this than I could at my corporate job. You know, I was still at my corporate job when I started trading. And I was making more money in 2 hours at the desk than I was at my corporate job. So it just made sense at that time. I had enough of a safety net financially to go ahead and say, hey, all right, I can commit a year to this and still be fine, pay all my bills and do everything. So that's what I did. And it worked out. Let's put it that way. No, Brian, it's relatively new. Pablo, who was the first YouTuber I followed, the only YouTuber that I followed was Trades by Matt. Yeah, Brian, no, I'm still new at this as well. You know, I'm going on year 4 here soon. Still new. Uh I just So my first year was kind of like that, hey, let's learn how to be break even for the most part with a little bit of profit. Um, I would say at like it was around month 6 or month 7 when I finally like really got to the point where I was starting to consistently have profitable months. It was probably after a year and a half. A year and a half was when I finally settled into what you see now. And I've been trading this way now for 2 years. I started posting trading plans and good gains, and they started becoming highly accurate. I fine-tune what I do, and people thought I was some sort of market wizard. I'm not some sort of market wizard. It's just when you learn how to spot supply, demand, support, and resistance levels, trading becomes a whole lot simpler when you remove all that crap off your charts and you don't have 50 different things telling you to go 25 different ways. Trading becomes a lot simpler. Becomes a lot easier. Not that it's easy, but it becomes easier. You know, I look at some people's charts and I'm like, what are we even looking at here? Like, where are you looking to execute on this chart? Got lines drawn all over the place. You got about 12 different moving averages. No, Pegs. It's not some secret ability that I have, right? Like, there's nothing special that I do. I think what's special is the simplicity that I have in my trading, and that's what makes it special, right? Like, take Brian for example. Brian's been trading a really long time. He has his strategy so in tune where his scalping ability is light years beyond what I could ever do, right? Like, my brain just doesn't process information as quickly as some or most, apparently. So I had to find a strategy that suited my personality and my style. And what's that? Hey, let's strip everything down. Let's find really important levels to execute on so that we know where our risk is minimum, but our potential is maximum. Wes the Wizard. All right. But no, if you can find those key levels each morning, you know, where you know price is going to trade and the action that you want to see off of that level, and it's in line, the most logical place for the market to go is the next level, either up or down, right? And that's how I write out my trading plans. And those trading plans are fluid. So, like, each of those targets that you see in those trading plans could be a new key level throughout the day. Do you see what I'm saying? So now when you've hit that next level, you're looking for the same kind of setups that you were in the first part of the market open, break and retest, wick and reclaims, whether it's holding or rejecting a level, and you're using that same mindset to set up that next trade. That same strategy. So it's really simple. You're just trading level to level. You know, and then I use pivots, floor trader pivots, as determining factors, or 15-minute opening range. Brian, you doing a little advertising for me over there? Yeah. I mean, that's the perk for purchasing a channel membership on my YouTube channel, is you have full access to my trading plans. It's my way of saying thank you for supporting the channel. But yeah, they help out a lot of people. They really do. I think because it paints a clearer picture for them in the mornings, you know, before the market even opens. They know what they have something to look at and look for rather than just searching every price out there for something to execute off of. You know, it narrows the field of view, so to speak. But yeah, they've been on point, haven't they, Pegs? Those pre-market trading plans have been really, really good over the last month and a half or so. Extremely good. What accounts am I trading on, Pablo? So I have a personal, and then I have a Top Step live account. I have one My Funded Futures account, and I have one Take Profit Trader account. I'm not one of these copy trading guys, right? I'm pretty risk averse. I don't know why. I guess I just don't. I think other people have more faith in me than I do, or think I'm better than what I think I am as a trader. You know, I still feel like I'm very, very average, but I'm profitable. I trade minis, Pablo. I'm usually one mini. Sometimes I size up. The other day I had a 3 mini trade on. But it's very, very rare. I'm comfortable with where I'm at in my trading, right? Like, people always ask me, why don't you size up? Why don't you size up? Why don't you size up? And I'm like, well, if it's working right now, what I'm doing, why until I'm comfortable will I size up? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if what I'm doing right now is making me comfortable, if I bring the risk down to micros and copy the accounts, it's a lot better math. One mini across 5 accounts. Yeah, I don't know why. I just like to keep them separate. You know, spread out the risk. I only trade them. I never copy trade, really. Hardly ever. Yeah, Brian, this is my full-time job. This is my full-time job. This is what I do. Yeah, Pablo, my thought process is, though, if you're to that point, like, I get what you're saying, but if you're to that point where, like, really good traders use the prop accounts, the 20 pop account lure, because it allows them to be more risky, right? Like, it allows them to play a riskier strategy, a riskier style than what they would on their personal account, right? And then that prop also gets 10% until you're in a live account anyway. And at that point, if the prop is going to move you to a live account that quickly, like my funded futures, it's 30 trading days or something like that. 30 days in a funded account, and they move you to a live account no matter what your balance is. Top Step's doing it quicker now too. I don't know how quickly they're doing it, but they're doing it quicker now too. The only one I haven't heard of anybody in a live account is Apex. But all these props are moving you to live a lot quicker than what it was. And at that point, you might as well just trade your personal. Why are you going to give the prop anything? You know? But at a certain point, they condense. They condense all your accounts into one account is what happens. Right? That's what happened to me with Top Step. Is they took all my funded accounts and lumped them into a live account. Yeah, and Pablo, I refuse to trade with Apex. I just refuse to trade unless you're a big influencer, where if they peg you, it looks really, really bad. I just refuse. Like I said, I've seen too many small-time people who deserve to be getting payouts that trade the right way, and are asked to jump through hoops to get to a payout, or just flat out denied their payout. You know? So I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to trade with Apex. No, optical on my funded futures. It's I think it's 30 winning trading days, and they put you in live. So, and I think it's $100 or more on my funded futures. Top Step, I don't know what their rules are. They haven't come out and said, "Hey, this is what it takes to get you to live." Yeah, at a certain point, I'll only be trading personal anyway. I mean, that's what it should be, where all the money's yours anyway. I won't always be trading with props. I nailed the gold short for you. Did I, Pablo? Okay, so you're probably the third or fourth person who has had me come in and give a read on gold and has banked on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I never trade gold. Ever trade gold. But you're right, it happened. You're right. I'd probably look at taking profits. Obviously, you know, you're coming up on the bottom trend here, the bottom of this channel, but I'm glad you made money on it. I'm glad you made money on it. That's good. That's good stuff right there. That makes. In fact, I had Palmetto one time that was like, "Nah, this thing's going up," when I said gold was going down, and I think he took an L, and the other guy who took the signal made money on it. It was funny. That is funny. All right, guys, I'm probably gonna call it there. The markets are kind of sleepy for me. Oh no. I hope you guys traded well this week. I hope you had a good time today. It looked like the markets were great. I will be back hopefully Sunday evening. If not, I'll be back for sure Monday night for Globex session. Like I said, I'm going out. Won't be available at all this weekend, but I'll be coming back into town on Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Thanks for tuning in. If you have access to my trading plans, you'll have them in the morning. I will do it. I will still do them before I take off. If you haven't joined the Level Up Discord and are interested in joining the Level Up Discord, there is a link in the description down below the video. And I will see you all either Sunday night or Monday night, guys. Peace.